Hey there, I'm just getting ready to pack for my trip to Italy this weekend, so I thought I would do a kind of what's in my bag / packing for a weekend trip video. Now before we even get to the bag itself, the first thing to note for a weekend trip is you're going to have something to wear on the way there. And that's something that will serve you for that whole day and you won't have to pack it. So I always try to wear my bulkiest thing or my fanciest thing that won't go into the bag well on the first day or on the last day so that it's used on a traveling day. So, since we are going to the opera on Friday night, the first night in Italy, I'm going to be wearing my nice dress on the plane. And I'm also going to wear my bulkier cardigan and a scarf and just try to keep the heavier, fancier, flowier items from having to be crammed in my bag. So this is my outfit for the first night. It's just a black dress with a black drapey cardigan and one of the two scarves that I'm bringing. This is really nice because this really wouldn't go into my bag very well. But since we're going to the opera the first night, it makes sense to just wear it on the plane and then go straight to the theater. So in that same vein, you'll have a few other things that you'll want to pack but won't actually be going into your bag. They'll be on your person, like your coat, maybe a hat, your shoes. So things like that are really good to put on your packing list, but don't forget that you don't have to make room for them in your bag because they'll be on your person. So, bags. We're going to be flying to Italy with EasyJet. So because we're flying, I have to take a TSA-approved liquids bag. So my toiletries bag that I use for everything, even when I came over to the Netherlands from the US, is this small, clear toiletries bag. So on the TSA website, at least in the US, it says that you need to put all of your liquids in the right size containers, and then you put all those containers into a plastic Ziploc baggie. I cannot imagine anything uglier than a plastic Ziploc baggie or less durable, so I wanted to get a bag that was clear, like regulation demands, but also that would hold up for lots of trips and not be hideously ugly. So I found this just at Walmart. I'm sure you can find something like this pretty much anywhere. It's the right size, it is see-through, and it works fantastic. With EasyJet, we don't get to check a bag, which is fine, it's just a weekend. We don't really need that much, but I'm going to try to get absolutely everything into one bag. And when I went to Paris, I used a large red kind of zippered tote bag. That worked pretty well, but it's also not easy to carry around, especially if you're worrying about pickpockets. It can kind of be easy to just yank off your shoulder. So especially with it being Italy, I wanted to be super careful of that and just have a little bit more organization too. So I'm going to be taking my backpack, or if you're British, rucksack. This is a backpack from Eddie Bauer. I've had it for about 4 years. I used it in college. But yeah, this is like a real hiking backpack. So it kind of has lots of different features to it, and it expands a lot, which not super important, not like I'm backpacking Europe or anything and I need super hiking things, but it does have a lot of nice compartments. You can get this at Eddie Bauer. I think it was like $60, but they last forever and ever and ever. Like I said, I've had it 4 years and it's still in like mint condition. And then the other bag I'm going to be bringing is a purse for daily wandering around. I'm not going to be taking this through the airport as a purse. This is going to go into the backpack empty, so it will lay flat. So when I get on the plane, I'm just going to have my backpack on. But then when we get to Italy, I'll take all of my stuff that I need for the day, put it in the purse, and then I won't have to be carrying around my backpack absolutely everywhere. It's not totally pickpocket proof because it's not zippered, but I do intend to wear it inside my coat. And for the really important stuff like money and passport, there is a zippered pouch at the back. So this is a really great bag for city trips, and also especially because it's small, it fits easily into a second piece of luggage. And I already talked about my toiletries bag, but inside I just have, you know, the small little fill-it-yourself kind of bottles of shampoo, conditioner, lotion, toothpaste, all of that kind of stuff. Clothes. Okay, so like I said, you're going to want to wear your bulkiest thing on the plane. And then when it comes to all the clothes that you have to pack, it's good to eliminate unnecessary things. So for example, jeans can be quite bulky and heavy and take up a lot of space, so I'm only taking one pair for 2 days. I'll wear these on Saturday, and then I'll wear them again on Sunday. Obviously, a different top for the 2 days, different unmentionables, all of that, but the jeans can be reworn. Ditto with pajamas, you only need one pair of pajamas, you can wear them for both nights. I have here just a pair of sweatpants and an old Off of Feet t-shirt. And then because it is still winter and it's still pretty cold, it's really good to layer, but then, bringing a lot of layers does tend to bulk up your bag. So I have, for Saturday, a sweater and a t-shirt to wear underneath it. For Sunday, I have a thinner sweater, and I would want something over it normally, but instead of bringing a second layer to wear with this, I'll just wear the black cardigan that I'm wearing on Friday as a repeat. So don't worry, it's okay to repeat wearing things. I'm also bringing a second scarf. This is just an infinity scarf. You'll notice that it's not one of my more bulky ones. It's not like a hand crocheted one. It's very thin, so it doesn't take up a lot of space, but this color will go with my Saturday outfit and my Sunday outfit, so again with the reusing. And of course the one thing that you shouldn't reuse is your unmentionables. I have 2 pairs of socks plus the pair of socks that I'll be wearing on Friday will obviously be on me, so make sure you take enough of those. And you'll notice that everything is rolled up instead of folded. This is a very well-known trick. It saves space, but it also, when you're packing a backpack and you're packing vertically instead of laying things flat, it also helps a lot, because if I had folded things and laid them flat, then I'd have to slide them in sideways. Maybe not work so great, so rolling things is really great for any situation, but especially for backpacks. Okay, we've talked about clothes, we've talked about outerwear, we've talked about toiletries. The next thing is electronics. Now I'm going to be taking my phone, my iPad, and my camera. I am not going to be taking my iPod or my MacBook. You really, really have to cut down on things that you won't need. So I absolutely definitely need my phone, I absolutely definitely need my iPad so that I can read. That's what I read my books on. And of course, obviously, a camera. When it comes to packing electronics, the chargers don't really matter. You can stick them down in the bottom or wherever they happen to fit, but I always like to put my electronics on the very top, because when you go through security, they all have to go in a bin outside of your bag. So it's fastest to keep all of those close to the top, along with your toiletries bag. Everything that you need to take out of your bag for going through security should be right there on top. Makes it much, much faster. Okay, so the next thing you need to think about is all of the other random bits and bobs that you need to take with you. This is just really simple stuff like, do you need your glasses? Do you need your glasses case? Do you need your journal? Do you need to have a book with you? Do you need a pen or a pencil to write in the journal? All of those small little things, and those can go in this front pocket. And then finally, super, super, super important is all your travel documentation. So your passport, your visa, identity card, your boarding passes, your travel insurance information, any other form of travel card, like I'm going to be taking my OV chip card so I can get to the airport and home from the airport when I get back. Any tickets for any events that you're going to, like tickets for the opera. It's also not a bad idea to have a little bit of cash, even though you will have checked into whether you can use your card in this other place where you're going. And even if you can use your card, that's great. You don't need much cash, but it's always a good idea to have a little bit. So once you think you have everything, go through your list again. Make sure you have all the clothes that you need, all of the outerwear, all of your toiletries, all of your travel documentation, all of your electronics, and all of your other random bits and bobs. And because you know I'm an organization freak, I keep all of this all together on a Google Doc, organized by category. You don't have to do this, I'm just super type A, but if it helps you to not forget anything, it's really great to make a packing list and organize it by category. There you go. This is your packing list / what's in my bag inspiration for your weekend trip. I'm so excited for Italy. We're going to have a really great time, and I wish you luck with whatever trip you're about to embark on. So that's all for now. Bye!